Hi YouTube. So I said yesterday that I was gonna make a reintroduction video about myself. But my voice is really killing me today. So I've just written down on a notepad after watching that other video again, like a few things that just sort of popped into my head. I first introduced myself to the YouTube community in January, on January the 5th, 2010, which is for 16, no, that's wrong, 12 months, and, 18 months ago, so a year and a half ago. Yeah, I was 17. I had just moved back to the city of Leeds after coming out of a quite traumatic relationship, and after just beginning to find myself, or at least who I was to become. And I had been doing a lot of running from myself and a lot of the experiences that I'd had. So yeah, I feel like that introduction is no longer relevant to where I am right now. So I think the first thing I want to talk about, well, I kind of just want to quickly self-identify, which is, as I am now, my name is Tom. Hi. I'm a 19-year-old trans man slash trans masculine slash trans boy slash boot boy, which is a whole bunch of definitions in there. Trans man, one word, in that I'm very much a trans man as a trans person, and I identify strongly with that. Trans man, two words, as a man who just so happens to be trans. Trans boy in a lot of the dyke community. Yes, trans man is how I identify when I'm out in the gay men's community. Trans boy is how I identify when I'm with dykes. Then there's trans masculine, which is something that is quite new and is evolving. I don't really have much to say about it. I just know that that identification of myself is there, and it's recent. So yeah, what has changed in a year and a half? Well, a hell of a lot. I've stepped on and off multiple college courses trying to figure out what I actually want to do. And I figured that out. I want to go into something that helps people, whether that be through nursing, through healthcare assistant, through charity work, through support work, something like that I can do and that helps people that really need it. So yeah, my ambition is no longer to be a mechanic. I don't think it ever was, but it's to help people, which is really important to me. I feel as though over the past year and a half I've become comfortable enough in myself to own my own queer identity and my own trans identity. I feel like a year and a half ago I was saying a lot, I'm a man, just like any other man. Well, no, I'm not. I'm a man that's so different to any cis man. Cis meaning born biologically male. So that to me is a massive thing, yeah. So that's a facet of myself that I'm now coming to terms with and owning it. A lot of the past year and a half has been about owning the things about myself that have made me feel uncomfortable, I suppose. I've discovered a whole new side of myself, which evolves around the sort of BDSM community. If people don't know what that is, then Google it. I'm not going to elaborate a whole bunch more than that, but yeah, that community has opened up a whole bunch of doors to me with the way that I relate to people, the way I approach relationships. Um, a year and a half ago, when I was just a wee boy of 17, I would wander into a relationship blindly, thinking that this must be the one. Um, over the past year and a half, I have been consistently seeing, in some form, Adam, and the way we started out is not in any way the way we are now. So the way I enter relationships isn't in a monogamous, well, it has to be this way, and if I'm with you, then you're the person that I hope to marry and have children with. No. Every relationship is its own thing, and that's something I'm really glad I realized. So I can now say that I'm a polyamorous, proud person who is proud to be a slut, and it's a good thing, and it's something that I'm incredibly proud of, because it shows a great deal of honesty, openness, and consideration for those you care about, to be able to be so caring towards them in different kinds of ways. So yeah, I think something else is that I'm developing a sense of who I am as a person and as a man, rather than a boy that's trying to figure things out and constantly worrying about passing. Now it's more me talking, me sitting down and feeling settled. And even though I realize that things are constantly shifting around me, and that even myself and my own identity is constantly shifting, I'm okay with that. So something that's important to me at the moment is being settled into an ever-evolving mind and body, because we never stop changing, and I feel like that's something I wanted a while ago. About a year ago, I wanted to stop changing. I wanted things to stand still, and it wasn't going to happen. And now I'm owning the change. I'm owning fluctuation and evolving relationships and evolving psyche and evolving belief systems. Something else that I've reconnected to, which I was so disconnected to, like when I came back to the UK, like because of all the crap that I went through for the final couple of years when I was in France. But when I was younger, I used to spend a lot of time in nature and held some quite paganistic beliefs without even realizing it. And I've reconnected with that, and I'm, trying to take some time to take care of the spiritual me, which I hadn't done for a long time, and I'm benefiting so much from it. It's helping me stay calm and grounded, and actually it's helping me be able to figure out all these things about myself that have actually changed, and how far I've come, and how much of a success I'm making of things, which I usually think I'm tossing everything up and making a big mess, but actually I'm not. Huh, for once. So yeah. Um, yeah, the main thing I'm sort of saying with this vlog is that from here on out, like my vlogs, I feel are gonna have a different vibe to them. Something coming much more from the heart rather than me whinging and complaining about everything. Actually me sitting here and talking about how I feel about what's going on in my life, and also just sharing how this experience of transition is affecting me as a person, and how it's affecting the world around me and the way I view it. And I feel like it's going to be a lot more topical. And a lot of this is because I've stopped running from myself. I've sat down and I've taken care of myself, and I'm really starting to look after my own feelings now, which I never did before. If you notice, in a lot of the vlogs from last summer, I'm really upset. I spent a lot of time really upset. I was going through a really tough time. I was desperate for hormones, and a lot of that was running away from who I was, being afraid to just be me, and thinking, well, the sooner I change, the better. And then in the run up, sort of over the past, I'd say 3 months, I've really calmed down and just enjoyed being myself and being in my own body. And every day it's just getting better and better, and it's making me able to actually open up to myself and to other people about who I am, and it's helping me realize actually who that person is, which is fantastic. So a lot of these vlogs are going to be self-exploratory, and obviously I'll be talking about physical changes on hormones, but my focus is definitely going to be on my feelings and what is happening in my life. I think there's enough vlogs out there about, how much hair someone has on their body. So yeah, the introduction I'm giving is, I'm Thomas. I am 19 years old. I'm a queer, bent, faggot, polyamorous, trans man, boy, trans masculine person with a penchant for BDSM, uh, creative kinds of activism, or something else has changed. I don't just protest now and go on things like slut walk, but yeah, creative activism, aspiring for a career in helping people in whatever form that might take, with pagan faith and views. I'm settling into myself. I've stopped running away, and I am excited about the future, which a year and a half ago, there is no way on this earth I would have been able to say any of those positive things. So it just goes to show that even though my medical transition is only just beginning, my social and mental transition over the past year and a half has been a fantastic journey for me. So, ramble. Bye.